And we have a lot to get to because the trade deadline has officially come and gone. 7 trades here, and we got rid of a lot of big names: Ayo Dosunmu, Coby White, Nikola Vucevic. I mean, you take a look at the list right here. Who is out? Who is in? But David, I mean, you had some pretty strong words, especially relating to the Ayo move. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I do think there was a lot of activity. I'm not convinced yet it was a lot of accomplishment. It's more focused now on the process more than the progress. And it has been a long time since the Bulls believed in getting out of the middle. And this certainly will do that. And I think they're starting a rebuild, even if they don't want to call it that. And they got rid of a lot of veterans. I thought they could have gotten more for Ayo Dosunmu. I did not like that move. The other ones made a lot more sense to me. I thought they could have gotten more maybe for Coby White and Ayo, who went today late in the morning to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Overall, you know, the fans, you're of two minds, because as a Bulls fan base, you wanted AK to be active. You wanted him to not embrace the status quo and to take a step in a direction. This is the direction they chose. I don't know how much better they are after this, because I think it's on the way to something else, but we don't know what that something else is. So, Brooke, I think you're kind of in a holding pattern in terms of wanting to invest hope or enthusiasm. You feel like, all right, well, at least they did something, but what that is remains to be seen.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if we were at the beginning of this week, when we were kind of excited, we're like, okay, because we didn't know if they were going to make any moves. And so it was kind of like a huge win of emotions, because you're up on the top of the roller coaster there, and then you're going down because you're like, wait, you're trading this guy? You're moving this guy? Okay, to your point, well, what's going to happen here? And it's hard to say where this organization
They're very
right
guard heavy still. There was a backlog at the beginning of the season in the backcourt, so that's not necessarily new. But they don't have any proven centers, for instance. Their front court is very thin. This is not the way you want to go through an entire season. They've got 31 games left, and they'll be evaluating players like Colin Sexton and Simons and all of the guys. I think Jaden Ivey may be the most intriguing guy that they got because of his restricted free agency, because of how he fits into the timeline age-wise. He also is very reminiscent skill-wise of Ayo Dosunmu. That's the one thing with Ayo. I understand the expiring contracts they wanted to unload and get rid of. I thought you could have made the argument for Ayo to keep and invest in, because he was somebody who was one of those second-round draft picks that the Bulls are now hoarding. But he was a second-round draft pick that played his way into a very important part of this franchise. And you could have justified bringing him back at a different level in a different contract, a new one. But they chose to go this direction. They've got a lot of guys that are going to be playing together for the first time. Yeah. It's a challenge for Billy Donovan to see just how he can make it all come together.
Yeah, to establish that chemistry, right? Well, we can sit here and we can speculate as to why they made these moves, but let's hear from Vice President of Basketball Operations, Arturas Karnisovas, on why he made these decisions.
I think it's being in the middle. That's what we don't want to do. I think we've seen that for the past 4 years, and we want to change that. And at the stage that we're in right now, I think we have to take a look at different combinations of players. And I'm definitely worried about, so many, new players on the team and how little time we have, for cohesion and get to know each other and all this stuff. But I trust Billy and his staff. They're going to do their best, for the next couple of months to work with this group.
For more on this, let's bring in K.C. Johnson. K.C., great to see you here. Okay, so after all of the moves and after everything has transpired, why do you think they made these certain decisions?
Well, I mean, Arturas said it himself. He said he's tired of being in the middle. He said we need to try a new combination of players. I was a little surprised they traded Coby White and Ayo Dosunmu, especially because they got back a lot of players are going to face contractual decisions on this offseason. But Arturas said that. I mean, that those guys all played well for them, but the results were the results. They were stuck in the middle. We have been saying for weeks that they were going to be active coming up the trade deadline. Now, even I didn't expect 7 trades, but I knew that they were going to be active, and they certainly made a lot of moves this week. And now it's on Billy Donovan and his staff and the players to try to find cohesion and chemistry.
K.C., great job with all of the flurry of activity the last couple days. I don't think anyone expected as many trades as happened. But they accumulated 9 second-round draft picks. Where philosophically was the shift for AK in that this wasn't always the case? I don't think that, at least organizationally, they seem to value the second-round draft pick as much as this trade deadline suggests they do now.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of our first questions on the Zoom call with AK. Like, what changed? I mean, he's also been very hesitant to make this much change, that to sacrifice the short term for big picture. I mean, he's never taken this big of a, on paper, step back. You never want to rule out what the Bulls can accomplish the rest of the season, but at least on paper, it certainly looks like they're going to be taking a step back. So we asked him what changed, and he just said, you know, it was time. We all knew this season was going to be different with 7 expiring contracts going into the season. The results are what are the results, and we're tired of being in the middle. So the other thing he kept touting, which, you know, fans I know are kind of dizzy after all these changes, is like, this is only one part of it. This is not the roster they're going to be going into next season with. So they're obviously going to have a lot of flexibility again this offseason. And you mentioned all the second round picks, David. I mean, that is the grease to, you know, make trades happen in today's NBA. So they obviously have more moves, at least they want to try to get done in the offseason, whether that's signing guys restricted free agents to offer sheets, or, you know, taking one of these expirings and adding some second round draft capital and making a trade that way. So we'll see where this goes. This is only one part of the reconstruction phase that they're undertaking.
Yeah, K.C., let's dive more into that flexibility heading into the offseason, the cap space being one of them. How would you describe just the value with that as you gear up for adding pieces, like you said?
Yeah, I mean, it is valuable. Now, Jaden Ivey, if they choose to keep him, or I assume they're at least going to put a qualifying offer on him because he's a restricted free agent. So his cap hold will cut into some of that cap space. So it's not going to be as much as before, but you can take caps, you know, uneven trades and extra money into that cap space. You can utilize that cap space with a sign and trade with one of your own expiring contracts. You've got all those guys on the screen right now. You could sign and trade some of those people and use cap space that way. You can use cap space a lot of ways. And so, again, I want to emphasize, like, the roster's gone through a lot of upheaval, but they are not done. It's going to go through more changes this offseason.
K.C., you mentioned Ayo and Coby both being traded and how that may have surprised you. It did surprise me. I didn't love the Ayo component of the trade to the Timberwolves because I thought he was a guy that, as a second-round pick, had played his way into being, you could justify giving him another contract, making him a core piece. What ultimately decided that? I maybe debate, and why did they decide to get rid of both of them after trading Coby back to the Carolina with the Hornets, and also today around 9 o'clock, Ayo to Minnesota?
That was my second question, AK. Why did you trade both of them? I was surprised. I was kind of working under the impression that they would certainly try to trade one of them. I was not prepared for them to trade both of them. AK said the market dictated the move, and obviously you can question whether that return is significant enough. You know, they do have options to maybe try to even re-sign Ayo in the offseason. I'm not sure he'd be open to that. I have no idea. I assume Minnesota, given what they gave up, will try to make a bid to re-sign him as well. But yeah, that one caught me off guard, and AK just said the market dictated the moves that they made.
And K.C., you know, fans, they were hopeful, I think, for this team going into the second half of the season here, that they can play some winning basketball. You need to shoot it to them straight here. What do you think fans can expect from this group after all of these moves for the rest of the season?
Well, the roster is pretty imbalanced, although they made some nice little flurry late moves with Yabusele and Richards. I mean, so they do have some bigs. I mean, you can question what impact those guys have. Look, I don't think anybody, including Billy Donovan, knows what's in store for the next 30, 34 games. Arturas even said on the Zoom call, he's concerned about team cohesion. They made a lot of changes. But I don't know these guys well enough. I don't know their games well enough. I don't know their personalities well enough to just say, oh, the Bulls are going to be bad. I mean, I could guess that, but what if Anthony Simons goes out and gets on a heater? He's a very talented offensive player. So is Colin Sexton. We got to see how this all shakes down. I know we all like to analyze things immediately and give grades and who won the trade and all that stuff. Let's see how it shakes down, and also let's see what happens in the offseason before we fully judge this. It's a lot of change. Everyone's head is spinning, including mine. I'm sitting next to a Zamboni and some Maple Leaf hockey boards right here. I mean, I'm in a loading dock. I mean, lots going on here, So, I can just say let's wait and see. On paper, they certainly, in my opinion, and probably most people's opinion, took a step back with Vooch and Coby and Ayo going out the door. And even Kevin Huerter, he was playing very well. But I don't want to make judgments on players I've met yet. I mean, like I said, those guys could play very well the rest of the season. Let's see where this goes.
K.C., I'm going to ask you about Billy Donovan because his mind has to stay open, I think, heading into the final 31 games and maybe even into the offseason. I wonder where his head is at. I think he's been terrific. I am a big fan of Billy, not only for the moves that he makes, but how he explains them in such thorough detail. But I also don't know if he expected all of this. And I wonder if a coach at this stage of his career is braced for what looks like a rebuild. What do you think, knowing him as well as you do, being around him as much as you are?
Well, I've talked to Billy about that very specific point today, so I know the answer to this. And like his focus is on the immediate focus. He is as professional and as competitive as they come. And he said, "Look, it's my job now to find out what these guys' strengths are and how to best utilize them. It's my job to try to make the lineups work and all these new pieces to mesh. That's me and my staff's job." And as far as like, is he signed on up for this for the long haul? That's a story for another day. Billy's not going there. Billy's focused on, taking this responsibility seriously of integrating all these players. He did talk about, and Arturas mentioned this too, they can still play fast. All these players fit their current style of play. But once they get into the half court, things are going to have to change. The Bulls ran a lot through Nikola Vucevic. Obviously, Coby White and Ayo Dosunmu were relentless in rim attacks. So he said, I've got to learn these new players. He even told like Anthony Simons, he said, I talked to him at Shooter. I was like, you and I are sitting down tomorrow and I want to watch film with you tomorrow. And I want you to tell me what actions you like, how things work. That's his mindset right now. He's not thinking big picture. He's a pro, man. And so it's a challenge for him, and he's kind of excited about it. As far as long-term stuff, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder, though, what Modest Buzelis is thinking when he walks into the locker room. All of the guys have been traded away. Real quick, last one for you, K.C. Just big picture as a whole, how would you describe this deadline, especially with Giannis staying in Milwaukee?
Well, I got asked about Giannis many times, and I said many times.
Well, we had to ask. Finish on a strong
trading
note.
for him, and my sense was that he was going to be in Milwaukee past the deadline. So I won't always take a victory lap, but I'll take a victory lap on that one. I was not surprised by that at all. So, but look, huge deadline. Harden got dealt. Anthony Davis got dealt. I'm sure there's another big name that got dealt. I can't remember because there's been too many deals. But it's been a wild week, but a fun week.
I promise I won't ask you about it tomorrow on the score.
We appreciate you, K.C.
Thanks, K.C.
You deserve some time off.
If you guys need me to run the Zamboni, it's right here. I'll be on.
There you go. We'll catch you out there. We'll get you on the Zamboni. We appreciate you, K.C.
Thanks a lot.
It is interesting because you talked about Billy Donovan. You would imagine there would have to be a sense of urgency as you're trying to get all of these groups, all these guys together and really get the best
There's
out
no
of
doubt about it. I mean, you have to ask the questions when you sit here, and it's easy to look ahead and what does this mean for the future? Right now, the future to Billy Donovan are the 48 minutes he's playing tonight and how to get this team prepared to run an offense, some semblance of a professional offense. And that's I think, where he probably thrives because it's easier for him to sit down and to talk basketball with somebody that, what do you like? We'll do this, and we're going to run this. And a lot of the verbiage might be the same from team to team. And I think over the years that Billy Donovan has excelled at that part of it. So Casey's right. The future, those are the kinds of things we talk about on shows like this and Sports Talk Radio. But when he's in the arena, literally, he's just worried about the next possession.
I want to go back to Modest here because we've just continued to see his ascension this season and just continuing to improve. How do you think, or do you think this has an impact on his play?
I think it's an interesting question. Cam Smith was on the score this morning. We talked about this. My assumption immediately was like, oh boy, this is going to stunt Modest's growth because here's a new set of people to get used to. Here's a different sort of dynamic to adjust to. And Cam's like, he thought the opposite. And the more I think about it, he has a really good point. This forces Matas Buzelis to grow up even faster. Right now, he looks around and like, okay, wait, so you like to do what? I can't remember. I'm going to the hoop. So with Josh Giddey, who isn't healthy, and Matas Buzelis, who is, I think those are your two cornerstones right now to build around. And he's got to take the more responsibility now because he's 21 years old, but he's the elder statesman of this core. So I think this could be a good thing in the long run for Matas Buzelis. I think it's good for him to handle this kind of responsibility early in his career and to know what it's like to be the guy.
And I know fans are going to be eager to see how this group comes together. It'll be interesting to watch along with Matas there, how he responds.